Good morning, y'all. Just want to go over some headlines, okay? So, of course, we have the Fauci, the mean mean is not a good enough word. Um, anyway, we have Fauci just doing what he does. Fearful Fauci, putting the fear in the hearts of Americans all around because this thing is never going to end. But why would it end? Why would it end? Look at this guy. He's somebody important, you know. So at least he thinks he is. Anyway, Fauci warns time is running short to prevent dangerous COVID surge in US. Like, what do you mean? Like it's all the time. Um, hold on. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. I'm trying to do this and not be annoying. Well, this is from Sunday the 21st. All right, bet. The US government chief's medical advisor, Dr. Anthony Fauci, excuse me, warned Sunday that the time was running short to prevent a dangerous new surge of COVID-19 infections from overwhelming the upcoming holiday season. Coronavirus cases across the US are rising again for the first time in weeks and approaching 100,000 per day. Experts fear that this week's Thanksgiving holiday, which tens of millions of Americans will travel for indoor celebrations with family and friends, will fuel a further surge. So Fauci goes on to say it's not too late. So, he's saying that it's not too late to avoid worsening COVID-19 rates leading up to Christmas or New Year's Eve if the public acted now on new measures to subdue the virus, such as Friday's approval for booster shots for all adults and the recent opening up of vaccination to children's ages 5 to 11. We still have about 60 million people in this country who are eligible to be vaccinated who have not been. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. So sorry. I hate doing stuff live because now I can't fix it. I would have edited that out. Anyway, who have not been. And the results in the dynamic of virus in the community that not only is dangerous and makes people who are unvaccinated vulnerable, but it also spills over to the vaccinated people. Okay, so again, spreading fear, calm down, Fauci, because your precious vaccine now, I'm sure he's going off because here's a good thing that happened. The Fifth Circuit Court put a stop to that whole mandate situation that was going on for small businesses or, businesses having employees with 100 employees or more. So the Fifth Circuit Court was like, that's enough. Okay. Joe Biden tried to do this through OSHA, telling OSHA like, yo, write the thing, make it mandatable for a safe workplace environment. And it's like OSHA is supposed to be worried about spills, cracks in the walls, electrical issues, not calling human beings walking hazards, basically. So it's been like a temporary hold. And then Biden tried to say like, well, just, his administration tried to say, hey, just go ahead and y'all just get ready to mandate this thing, okay? Because it's still gonna go through. And then the court again was like, y'all better chill, like chill. We said no, okay? So we said no, at least for now. You don't tell somebody just to not pay attention to us. And so OSHA was like, we're just gonna suspend it altogether. And I think they even suspended testing. Why that's important? First of all, that's good, even though it's a suspension. So I'm curious to see what will happen next year. But it is good because it's like, yeah, like that's enough. Even if testing is too much. Cases. You can be a person. I hated asymptomatic person. No, healthy person. That's it. You know how many viruses you probably run into every day? That doesn't mean you get sick. If they test you for viral load or viral activity, you will probably find all kinds of different things inside of you. That doesn't mean that you're sick. So all of this needs to end. It needed to end. Like it should have never went this far. And now we on our third Thanksgiving, and this man is telling us like, well, now he's saying to get the vaccine, go get your boosters. And he's really going to want to push these boosters because People now, a lot of people aren't mandated like how they were before. Will that change? I don't know. But I'm telling you, as of right now, that I did see somewhere where they said that like Disney company who fired for people, excuse me, who fired people for not taking a shot, ended up like rehiring those people. I'm not sure where I saw that, so don't quote me, but it is not that it's far fetched. It was ridiculous to ever think that this was ever going to be a good idea. This is not how you just to get numbers up. Fauci is very, very, very manipulative. And I have a very special video coming out about him. I've been reading the book, The Real Anthony Fauci, and it is extraordinary to see him doing the same things that he's done before, only now with social media and then us people on the ground shaming others for not taking a jab that is leaky anyway. It, his manipulative, it's like he had his minions out here and it was working until it wasn't, because we're going to move on to the next one. Hold on. I think this is the one where it's so annoying because this thing is like, bear with me. I'm trying to figure out how to use this thing. All right. It won't really. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just take this out. All right, bet. So yeah, so now he's talking about Fauci says a 3-shot vaccine should be standard, warns of winter double whammy. All right. Now this is actually written on the 16th, but trust, he's been shopping that third booster like massively heavy. With winter closing in and coronavirus cases creeping up once again, White House Chief Medical Advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci is warning that vaccines waning immunity combined with highly transmissible Delta variant will make a double whammy that will impact even the vaccinated people. All right. So I'm not going to read all into this article because you already know what he's going to talk about. That. All right, let's just read the next paragraph. Let's just see what he says. The somewhat unnerving aspect of it is that if you keep the level of dynamics of the virus in the community at a high level, obviously people who are most vulnerable are the unvaccinated. But when you have a virus as transmissible as Delta, in the context of waning immunity, that dynamic is going to negatively impact even the vaccinated people. So it's a double whammy. Dr. Fauci thinks people are stupid. You have a vaccine that is allowing people to still get the virus and then pass it on. There's no difference at this point between, as far as I'm concerned, between an unvaccinated person and a vaccinated person. Okay, one will get a little less sick. Guess what? Virus is still going to be inside you moving around. I'm not sure that I'm happy about that little less sick part either, because I need to know that something just entered this body. Okay, and what do I need to do next? Because that doesn't mean that the virus didn't just enter your body. You just may not know. They're saying that the immunity is waning. There was never immunity. There was never immunity. That's the thing. Like, that's how they talk to us. Like, it is infuriating because there was never immunity. I can still get it and still pass it along. I just get a little less sick, right? And then we already talked about in one of my videos how getting the jab can also inhibit mutating inside your body. So, which is a theory, which is an obvious one now at this point. I can't wait, I guess maybe for 2 years from now for us to concede that that was possibly true, So Fauci, stop it. And then with his third booster, so I was listening to him talk to somebody like CNN, and he's like, because the data, we're waiting because we're watching the data. He says data, I hate it. Sorry. So he's like, the data's saying that we need a booster. And so then the interviewer asked him the obvious question, although she was sick, because she was like, yeah, like first she was like, are we going to change? We need to change it that people just get boosters and that's it. And he's like, yeah, we were still watching the data. That's because he's still kind of, he doesn't just like, yeah, I'm about to go do that tomorrow, So her thing was like, well, what if it says like, so should we just already know that we need to be getting boosters every 6 months? He's like, well, we're still looking at the data, but we're not sure, but we're still looking at the data. Yes. And then the data will definitely say you need boosters every 6 months. Every six. I've never heard of such a thing. Okay. I was already like questionable about the flu shot when you needed that every year. But then they explained it to me. I was like, all right, whatever. So every 6 months, you have to keep inoculating yourself with something that is actually suppressing your immune system every time you put it in. And this is not a new formula, y'all. This is the same vial. They will open up and they will give you the same thing they gave you the last time. And why that is so treacherous and evil is because they make it seem like they're giving you something to help you for Delta variant. That's the other thing. That vial, it's made for the alpha, the legacy coronavirus, the legacy COVID that was here, SARS-CoV-2, okay? Not the mutated one. So you're gonna keep pushing in chemicals inside your body, taking a jab for a variant that's not even really out here, and a jab that won't even fight the Delta. But then they tell you to take it because of the Delta. Wow. It is, I don't want to get too hyperbolic, but it's almost diabolical. It is. Okay. So then he's vague. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why this is annoying. Just want to get, damn. I'm sorry. Y'all hearing that? Fauci vague on changing definition of fully vaccinated. We might modify. Okay, we might have to modify. This was published 18 hours ago. So Dr. Anthony Fauci, again, Dr. Anthony Fauci has cautioned that health officials may change the definition of fully vaccinated to include COVID-19 booster shots if data suggests it. The Center for Disease Control, CDC, last week recommended that all adults age 18 or older should receive vaccine booster shots 6 months after their final shot of the complete vaccine regimen. All right. Don't even need to go any further. So now you're going to change they will change the definition. They're just waiting until probably the holidays, let y'all have Christmas and stuff and not, do too much. I don't even know. These people are black-hearted, so I don't know. Sorry. But, okay, I shouldn't say black-hearted. That's not nice. But they don't care when they're making these decisions. And now it talks to you about the OSHA mandate that right now is on pause. That's good. But what if it did come back, right? What if it did come back? And so I know a lot of people who said, oh, yeah, I took the jab. I took this many jab, whatever, but I'm not taking no boosters. Like, I'm not going to just keep taking boosters. Well, guess what? Excuse me. If they change the definition, you're now mandated to take the booster. Okay. This is why it's supposed to be nipped in the bud from the rip. Everybody who was saying, oh, well, so what? If it's mandated, you're just gonna lose your job or whatever, just take the shot, just do this. And you were looking on the other side, looking on the other side at people who didn't get the jab and like, oh well, like this is what it is. There's nothing new about this. Well, guess what? You about to be right back on inside because they're saying that you're not even vaccinated fully. It's either, remember, when I said this in past videos, you're either unvaccinated or you're fully vaccinated. That's it. There's no in between. Okay. There's no in between with these people with this jab. So now you took your jab all the way back in January. Guess what? Hey, nice to meet you. You're unvaccinated now. Welcome back. Okay. I don't mean to be mean. I'm not even trying to be mean or trying to sound not nice or whatever the word is. I'm not trying to sound like I'm even happy about that. I do remember a lot of people who were very vocal and very just almost bullying folks for not getting the jab. And because it was like, oh, we'll take this so we can get back to normalcy. My normalcy does not sit at the hands of Anthony Fauci, and yours shouldn't either, because guess what? He just took it from you. Okay. He just took it from you. Guess what? You back on the same boat. Now, if you want to get a bunch of boosters, that's up to you. But you right back in the same boat. You're not vaccinated. Okay. You're unvaccinated. And everything is your fault too. Okay. That's what you cannot give people an inch. They will take it 150 miles. We should never just have one Anthony Fauci being in charge. And why are we even asking him? I don't know. It should be a congressional body of doctors or something. Sorry. And not to mention, like these experts. It's always this expert. I don't want to veer off too much, but I have a video coming out about this man that is like, it's not right. And to end off, the lovely, fearful Fauci says babies and toddlers could be eligible for COVID-19 vaccine in early 2022. Now, with this one, at least, sorry. Oh my God. I don't want to sign up. Now, with this one, look at him talking. He be so, no, you don't get to share. Now with this one, at least, Dr. Anthony Fauci said on Thursday that he can't guarantee it. Like, and that's like, I can't guarantee, but maybe possibly if we think about coming back and around and then the probability of the data possibly. Why he can't guarantee it, babies and toddlers 6 months to 5 years could be eligible for COVID-19 vaccination by spring. Hopefully within a reasonable short period of time, likely in the beginning of the next year in 2022 or in the first quarter of 2022, it will be available to them. But, he's like, you've got to do the clinical trial. The Pfizer, they said, though, that they were trying to get it in before this year was out. So at least I guess he's just a tad bit, less evil. There I go again. 6 months to 5 years. Where is the EUA? I'm glad I never seen babies dropping dead from COVID-19. Where's the emergency use for this? Where's the need for this? This is insane. It's not insane because it's calculated. So I have no, like, I always say, like, I have no words. And it's like, like they get hype, like, yeah, you'll be able to, that, they say like, you'll be able to protect your children. Like, yo, man, there is no data that even says that this should be happening. Okay. Like, this is terrible news. This is terrible news because you give the option to have parents go and hurt their children, not knowing, because they want to make sure that their kids will be safe. But this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. It is. Babies. So that's Fauci, and that's some of his headlines. Oh, by the way, remember, boosters and, we need to get the jab. Remember, we didn't pay no attention to anything else but getting jabs, right? And so to keep schools open, we have to get the jab. Some school in some county, some school in some county was like, I can't say some school in some county, and I'm not going to be able to find it because it's going to be hard to find. There was a school in a county. They had to close school for a little bit because of the adverse reaction to the booster shots that everybody had. They didn't have anybody. The teachers had to, they couldn't come to work. They weren't feeling good. They couldn't come to work. And guess what? They didn't have any substitutes. You know why? Probably because they fired them for the mandates, right? Okay. So I think that we've made many points here this morning. I wanted to share that with y'all. This is once again, just, man, we still talking about this. Like, we are still being forced. And actually, one of my jobs is like, now here they come. We're mandating the jab. I guess I'm not going to stay. Like, I got to go because I'm not taking that. It doesn't even work. No. So that's where we at. So guys, thank you for coming through, looking at these headlines. I'll have more coming for you guys, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. All right, bye.